Hello folks, so welcome to another session of 25 questions. So today is Saturday, so use this time. Today is holiday for most of us and tomorrow is also holiday. So utilize this time and we will try to cover more question in these 2 days. So let's start with today's question. So first is dash is very useful in situation when data have to stored and then retrieved in reverse order. So we know this is very simple question. The answer is stack. We know stack is last in first out. So in the stack data will be popped out in reverse order. Next is what is the size of char in a 32-bit C compiler? 1 bit, 2 bit, 1 byte, 2 byte, none. We know char is taking to 1 byte of memory address. So answer is C, 1 byte. Next question is from programming output. So here we have to tell how many time IT officer is printed. Int main while 1. What is this while 1 mean? While 1 means this is going to be an infinite loop. It will never be terminated. So IT officer will be printed infinite time. So correct answer is option C, infinite time. Next is the load and index in data warehouse is. Let's go to the options. First is the process to upgrade the quality of data before it is moved into a data warehouse. No, this is known as data cleaning. Second is a process to upgrade the quality of data before it is moved into data warehouse. Sorry, this is data cleaning, this is nothing. Third is a process to load the data in data warehouse and to create necessary indexes. This is absolutely correct. So correct answer is option C. Next is a proxy firewall filters at, not at, it should be works at dash layer. So proxy firewall filters works at application layer. Okay, there is one more firewall which is known as stateful inspection packet firewall. Let me know in the comment section at which layer stateful inspection packet firewall works. Next is properties of delete and truncate command indicates that. So 4 statements are given. Let's go one by one. First is after the execution of truncate operation, firstly we should know what is truncate and what is delete. Truncate is a DDL command and delete is a DML command. Both of these commands are used to delete the data from a table. So what does truncate command do? It will delete the data, all the data from the table, but the table structure will be remaining. Table structure will not be deleted and the table will go to lock state. And what is delete command? Delete command, by delete command we can delete all data or selected data from the table and there will be no impact on table structures, only data will be deleted. But table will not go to lock state. So that is the basic difference between these two. So now let's go to the option. So first is after the execution of truncate operation, commit and rollback statements can be performed to retrieve lost data while delete does not allow it. This is not correct. How? Because I told you that after the truncate command, table will go into lock state. So we cannot perform rollback or anything. The commit should not come here because to retrieve the data we only have one option which is known as rollback. Next is after the execution of delete and truncate operation, retrieval is easily possible for the lost data. No, in case of truncate we cannot retrieve anything. Next is after the execution of delete operation, commit and rollback statements can be performed to retrieve the lost data while truncate do not allow it. This is correct. After delete, if we will not commit that delete and if we will perform a rollback operation, the data can be retrieved. And last option is after the execution of delete and truncate operation, no retrieval is possible for the lost data. That is also not correct. If we perform rollback after that, we can retrieve the data. So the correct option here is option C. Let's go to next question. 3 security goals in network security are. So the 3 major security goals in network security are, which is known as CIA, or we also call it CIA triad. So what is CIA? confidentiality, integrity and availability. So correct answer is option C, confidentiality, integrity, availability. Now this also looks a kind of security also, but we should know whenever we will ask three security goals or CIA triad, it will be availability and not authentication. So confidentiality, integrity, availability. Next question is, what will the output of below R code? Okay, so matrix is given. What does this mean? Means the data will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2, 2 means 2 rows and 2 columns. So X matrix will look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the data, when we will fill the data in matrix, it will go column wise and not row wise. If we want to give row wise, then there should be one more parameter in matrix, that is by row is equal to true. If we will give by row is equal to true, then the data will be like 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. But since it is not given, so it will be this. So X is this. Y is having matrix rep 10 2, 2. What is this? Rep 10 means, rep is the function to replicate the values. So to replicate, first parameter is what we have to replicate and number of time we have to replicate. So 10 will be replicated 4 times in a 2 cross 2 matrix. Again it will go column wise only. So Y will be a matrix having 10, 10, 10, 10. Now we need to multiply this two. So how it will work? 1 will be multiplied with this, 3 with this, 2 with this, 4 with this. So what will the output matrix? It will be 10, 20, 30 and 40. So let's see the option. First is 10, 20. No, this is not correct. B is 10, 30, 30. No. C is 20, 30, 20, 40. No. D is 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah. 10, 20, 30, 40. Option D is correct option. 10, 20, 30, 40. So D is the correct option here. I hope this is clear. Next is, which of the following options are correct regarding these three keys: primary key, super key and candidate key in a database? Let's see what are the statements they have given. First is, minimal super key is a candidate key. Absolutely correct. Second is, only one candidate key can be a primary key. This is also correct. Third is, all super keys can be a candidate key. No, it's vice versa is true. Next is, we cannot find a primary key from a candidate key. This is also correct. One candidate key is chosen as primary key. So only 1 and 2 is correct. So correct option is option C. Sorry, where is 1 and 2? Option A, 1 and 2. Next is, what is the output of the following program? Okay, list is given. L is equal to list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. L0 is equal to L5 is equal to 0. L3 is equal, okay. Let's see. So list is given. Now we have to make 0th index and 5th index to 0. So what is 0th index? Let's see. 1, 2, this is list, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 0th index, this is 1 index, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in minus, it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. So this index we have decided 0th and 5th will be 0. So 0 will be 0 and 5th will also be 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So last will also be 0. And list 3 will be replaced with the values of list minus 2. Means third element will be replaced with the element at minus 2 index. So minus 2 is this 5 and 3 is 4. So the value at minus 2 means 5 will come here also. So here it also will be 5. So the resultant list will be 0, 2, 3, 5, 5, 0. Let's see. The correct option is option C, 0, 2, 3, 5, 5, 0. I hope this is also clear. Next is, which of the following is not a type of constructor? Copy constructor is correct. There is nothing called friend constructor. So constructor is having three types: copy constructor, default constructor, parameterized constructor. So option B is correct answer here. Next is, which of the following keyword are used to control access to a class member? So to control access to a member, we use protected word. So protected is right answer. Next question is again from programming output. A C program is given. Hash include stdio.h main int I. For I is equal to 5, I is less than 100, I plus equal to 10, printf %di. So here we have to take care of this thing. Here one semicolon is given. So when we are giving a semicolon after for loop, means for loop is terminated here. It will do nothing. We are not giving any statement inside the for loop. So it will do nothing. So for I is equal to 5, nothing will be happen. At last, like after I is equal to, let's say we have value for I is equal to 95. 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85 and then 95 will come. So it will be true and then nothing will happen and i's value will become again 105. When I value will become 105, again this statement will false and the loop will be terminated. But since this loop is doing nothing, the control will come to printf. And now here, since i's value is 105, the output filtered will be 105. So the correct answer is option C. I hope it is clear. Next is MD5 is a hash function. Full form is message digest 5. Next question is again from C programming output. Let's see. Int main, int ij count is equal to 0. They have initialized. For I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. Again you can see terminator is giving. So this for loop is also doing nothing. Then code will come down. This for loop will also do nothing. So just this loop will be iterate 5 times. It will do nothing. Once the condition will fall, again the control will come here. Again this loop will iterate for 5 times and it will do nothing. And at last what will happen? Count value will be increased to 1. So count will become 1 and we are printing count only. So the output will be 1. So this option C is correct answer here. These small thing many times we miss in the main exam, like we don't see whether semicolon is present or not and we mark the wrong answer. So whenever you are attempting an programming output question, make sure you read the program carefully. Next is, which of the following is not a type of shell? There is a C shell, corn shell, born again shell. There is nothing called Perl shell. So option D is correct answer. Perl shell is not a type of valid shell. Okay. By shell into the parameter dash read the first argument. So what is the parameter to read argument? It is dollar, and if you are reading first argument, $1, second $2. So the correct answer is $1. First argument we read by $2. And if we want to read the number of arguments, it will be $hash. $hash will tell number of argument. There are a couple of more things. One is $, and one is $star. So what is $? It will read process ID. And what is $star? It will read all the input at once. I hope it is clear. Let's go to next question. What is the use of final keyword in Java? So when a class is made final, a subclass of it cannot be created. This is correct. When a method is final, it cannot be overridden. This is also correct. When a variable is final, it can be assigned value only once. Yeah, this is also correct. So correct answer is option E. All A, B and C. Next question. An array element are always stored in dash memory location. So we know array element is always stored in sequential memory location. Option A is correct here. In an ER diagram, double ellipse represent. We all know answer for this. Double ellipse is multi-valued attributes. Next is, which of the following is not a built-in aggregate function in SQL? Average is a built-in aggregate function. Max is a function. There is nothing called total. Count is a function and sum is a aggregate function. So answer is total. Next is, what is the data mart in context of data warehouse? Options are, a data mart is a subgroup of the data warehouse. This is correct. Let's see other option also. A data mart is another type of data warehouse. No. Collection of data mart is data warehouse. Next is, a data mart is not actually data warehouse. That is also not correct. So option is, what is data mart actually? The data warehouse is data about the full organization. Let's say we want to have separate data for sales department, for PO department or purchase order department. So these are different data mart. These are part of data warehouse only, or a subgroup of data warehouse. Next is, which command creates an empty file if file does not exist? We use touch command. Touch command is used to create an empty file. Let me know in comment section what does this cat command does. Next is, if a DNS server accepts and uses the wrong details from a host that has no authority information, then this technique is called, it means the server has been hijacked. It is known as DNS hijacking. And last question for the day is, what will be the output of below Python slicing statement? Again, this list is given and we have to start with minus indexing. So let's see, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and -7. So -3 and after the colon, if it is nothing, means all, means whatever the field is left till that point. So -3 is what? -3 is this one, 90. So if it is starting with 90, so you don't need to go this side if nothing is given. From 90 colon spaces means till last of the list. So it is not like if you are starting with minus indexing, so you will go last with minus indexing. No, you have to go last till this, till forward of the list. So 90, 10, 50 will come in the output. The correct option is option D, 90, 10, 50. So don't confuse with the slicing, minus, 0, positive indexing and all those things. So that's all for this video. I will come up with more question in my next video. So till then, keep learning. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.